Hello and welcome back to my channel, to my 58 subscribers and my mother. Today I'm kind of returning to old reliable on my channel. I'm going to be doing another K-pop reaction, but this one is a little bit different because for once the group is not only new to me, it is new to absolutely everyone. They just debuted back in October. We're talking about Enhypen. The reason I hadn't been doing K-pop reactions as much as I had been doing them is because I have literally zero willpower and I would just wait with bated breath for when things would release, and I would listen to them at midnight and just not record myself because I'm dumb. Because I don't know content when I see it. This is actually the first new release in a while that I haven't just immediately listened to and lost my opportunity to do a reaction video. So I'm gonna do that today. This group, Enhypen, debuted back in October, and in pretty rapid succession, this group went from being on a competition show in September to debuting in November. They've been releasing music videos and a mini album, just things left, right, and center, so there is so much content. I'm gonna be reacting to the most current music video that they have, which is called Let Me In. So this group is comprised of 7 members, and they are literal baby children. The oldest is 18, the youngest is 15-year-old Nikki, and he is so precious. I haven't listened to any of their music yet or any of their music videos, but I did watch one of those get to know the group videos. I can't remember what it's called right now, but if I do, I'll link it down in the description because it was pretty helpful just to kind of get to know who all of the members are. And the youngest one, this little Nikki, is the cutest little bean. Adorable. Love him. But the member that I've vibed with the most from this 5-minute video that I watched, I have to be honest, Jay, who was told, when you walk into a room, you need to light up the room, and he said, "Oh, I'll light up the room."
With anger and resentment.
And I was like, that's my guy. Having not heard any of their music, knowing what none of them do, I have my 2 favorites. So let's go ahead and take a listen to this music video. I've been waiting since November to react to this. I am so excited. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, this group is under Big Hit labels, so that means they're under the same label as BTS and TXT. So that's super cool. But I want to know, in 2021, is Big Hit going to debut a lady group? Because I would like to see some girls in the mix here. Please and thank you. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I forgot to say before I started this, I have one friend who loves K-pop who has listened to this group, and the way she described it to me was 2013 BTS, but vampires. And honestly, I couldn't tell you if that's accurate or not, but that was enough to intrigue me. But it was enough to intrigue me, so let's see here. I'm confused by this blue goo that this kid is drinking. Let's see what this is. I was like, I can't tell what's going on in this music video. Yeah, because I didn't turn on the subtitles and my Korean isn't going so good. Let's see here. Let's just keep going. They're very cute.
어쩜 내가 너를 다치게 할지 몰라. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
don't know, I know Big Hit is made of money, so I shouldn't be surprised that this is such high quality, but I figured that, like, because it's the new group, that they may, like, have gone a little bit lax on the budget. Clearly they didn't. This is high quality stuff. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I'm getting the vampy vibes that my friend was talking about. I love this. This is so good. This is like the aesthetic that I live for. Somebody explain it to me like I'm 5. Because I know that there's like, I don't want to say like a greater plot because that makes it sound deep and I know it ain't that deep, but I don't understand the blue goo. Someone in the comments tell me before I have to look up one of these Enhypen music video explained videos.
I'll be your boyfriend.
Okay, that was the video. Man, that song was catchy. Okay, now I like go to Amazon Music now and listen to the whole EP because I know they had, obviously when they debuted with an album. They didn't just they didn't just pop out and be like, hello, we're a group, we haven't made any music yet. They came out with an album. I don't remember what it's I think it's called Border One. Yes, Border One. So I want to look that up real quick and give it a quick listen. I think it's pretty short. So I want to look up the whole thing real quick. Yeah, I kind of want to give the whole thing. Oh, good. It's only 6 songs, 15 minutes. And I've already listened to one of the songs. I kind of want to give the whole thing a listen real quick and just get a vibe for the group as a whole because that was good, but I want to get like a vibe for like each of their voices and who raps and who sings, if there are any rappers in the group, because there really wasn't that much rapping in the last song. So I'm wondering if there are any rappers in this group at all. So I'm going to take a quick listen to the whole album and I'll be back. I'm back and I'm hyped. Let's talk about Enhypen. The first thing that I want to mention is that over the last few years, in music in general, this isn't just K-pop, this is all genres, all countries, there has been a trend towards caring less about concept and theme of an album and more about just getting the songs in an album. Because so few people anymore listen to a CD with songs like in order. Companies know now that you're going to put their music on your iPod, your phone, your computer, and you're going to hit shuffle and you're going to listen to it out of order. That's just kind of the way that it is now. So people care a whole lot less about album concepts. This album is perfect in concept and execution. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I think that this intro, the first song on this album, best opening song of any album that I've listened to this year, like K-pop or otherwise. It's perfect. For example, if you watched my TXT video, you remember what I said about the opening song of that album. I can't even remember what it's called now. But the opening song of that album, I said, was just too jarring to be the opening song of that album. You know, I need something to kind of warm up my ears, ease me into what I'm going to be listening to. And, you know, something like the opening song of that album, you know, that ba 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 da 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 da, that was just too much to begin with. This album, with this intro, there was so little actual singing. There was so little actual singing. It was all about the music and production. Same thing with the outro. The outro on this album had me shook to the ground. It started off as like this crazy sea shanty, and then it went into like a waltz, and then at one moment like the little theater part of my brain clicked on and I was like, are they sampling
Phantom of the Opera
on an Enhypen album? It was nuts. And there was so little focus on the actual singing in the intro and outro. It was all about production, which was so cool and that I really appreciated. It helped warm my ear up at the beginning to, you know, kind of prepare for what I was going to be listening to, and then at the end, you know, you could kind of wind down. And that's kind of how I prefer an album. The number 2 track on the album was a song called Given/Taken, was their, which was their debut song. This was the first music video, first song that they debuted with, which makes perfect sense. That is exactly what it sounds like it should have been. And then, of course, the one that I listened to, number 3, Let Me In, 20 Cube. The song that I loved the most sonically was actually 10 Months. It was such a good song. I was vibing for like the whole song. The song I loved the most lyrically was Flicker. It was so cute. Like all of the songs on this album, there wasn't one that I would skip. I wouldn't change the order on any of them, which is always a gripe for me. On any album, there's always one that I'll be like, oh, maybe I would put this song here. Like nothing. There's not one song that I would switch around. It's the perfect album, honestly. And it's only 6 songs. Like, how did they do that? It's so good. One of my concerns going into this album was that, and it's kind of my concern, and it's honestly probably going to be a concern anytime that Big Hit kind of debuts a new group. You know, I know in my gut that they're going to want to keep milking that cash cow for as long as they can. And I saw this new group with 7 members that were all very young. And I was like, okay, this is going to be the copy and paste of BTS. And it really wasn't. I didn't get that vibe at all. There were some similar elements sonically, but that comes from the production team being the same, from being from the same label. That doesn't come from being a direct rip of another group. This group is so good, and I'm jazzed to see what they come up with next. I'm excited to see like a full length 14, 15, 16 song album from this group, just to see, you know, if that cohesion of concept could remain in a larger format. I can't tell if it was a fluke just because this album only has 6 songs, or if it's like a thought out thing and a deep concept. I don't know. I can't tell yet. I am so excited to see what this group does in 2021. This is the first time since I've kind of gotten into K-pop that I've just been so jazzed about a debut. This was such a good one. This was, I think, probably
the perfect debut.
I don't know. I feel like, to me, like, this couldn't have gotten any better. This was very good, clean, concise, neat. Like, I have no gripes. I'm one of those people, I believe that you should be critical of all entertainment that you consume. I believe that even the things that you love the most, you can kind of find 1 or 2 things that you might have wanted to change. But I really can't with this. It was stellar. So that is today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Comment down below what you thought of the Enhypen debut. I am going to be doing one more K-pop video before the end of this year. That video is just going to kind of be me running down my top 10 favorite albums of the year. So if you would like to be notified when that happens, just make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!